And welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Steins. In the last episode, Rintaro tried his very best to convince Ruka Urushibara tried and failed to convince Ruka Urushibara to reverse the D-mail. Unfortunately, due in large part that the Ruka from this world line is not too happy about the fact that she has a male counterparty, although Rintaro didn't exactly couch it in those particular terms, which, needless to say, has only exasperated the situation even further. And on top of that, Rukako's D-mail isn't the only one we have to deal with at this point. I don't want to see Kiryu Moruka Kiryu ever again if I can help it. Unfortunately, but thou must if we are to return to the original world line and save Mayuri in the process. In any case, our immediate focus is on Rukiko right about now.
で、ルカ子の件はどうすればいい？
恋愛フラグが立ってるわけよね。
Yes, pebble in the shoe, thorn in the side. The Rukiko of this world line, who is female, unfortunately has deep romantic feelings for Rintaro Okabe. This is going to go swimmingly. And by that, I mean not at all. Kurisu ponders this for a while. I don't like where this is going. And then she blushes for some reason and turns away.
ねえ、ちなみに岡部って好きな人いるの？
I'm really not liking where this is going. Also, by the way, you've worked with Rintaro for a couple of weeks now. You should be more than familiar with the insane mad scientist, that is Horin Kiyoma, the hide to Rintaro's Jekyll, one might say.
何よそのまま。
別にいない。
Well, I suppose that was an honest answer, perhaps the most sincere answer that Rintaro has ever given Kurisu. For a second, Mayuri's face floated through my mind, but I feel more of a need to protect her rather than romantic love for her.
そっか。いないのか。
I can't help the feeling that Kurisu is somewhat relieved by Rintaro's answer.
いや、なんとなくよ。特に意味はないんだからな。
We'll take it at face value, Kurisu.
なぜ怒る？あと顔が赤くなってないか？
Yeah, it's I think a flag has been Kurisu has tripped a flag all on her own.
なってない。そうだ。あんた漆原さんと付き合っちゃいなさいよ。
Yeah, about that. I wouldn't be surprised if Ruka never wanted to see or speak to Rintaro ever again after what just happened.
マジで。
どうせ好きな人いないんでしょ。だったら彼女の思いに応えてあげればいいのよ。このバカ。
If that's the case, then why are you upset? What did I do to deserve this name calling? It's probably due to the fact that Kurisu Makase is the token tsundere of Steins.
マイルが死ぬのは2日後だ。のんびり恋愛ごっこしている暇はない。
Suddenly Kurisu's expression turns grave.
これは最後の選択肢として考えておいてほしいんだけど。
And suddenly Kurisu's mood has changed far too quickly
や
for
ろう
my
と思えば
liking.
漆原さんの人格を否定して脅してでも番号を聞き出すこともできる。
Have we somehow traveled to an alternate world line in which Kurisu Makase has taken on the persona of Hoin Kiyoma? Perish the thought. That would
どう
actually
せ
be
世
terrifying.
界線改変後はそのことを彼女も忘れてるはず。そう考えれば最後の手段として検証する余地ありだと思う。
Seems to me that Kurisu is vying for the title of insane mad scientist herself.
マユリが死ぬことに比べたらまだマシってレベルだけどね。
Even to a guy like Hoin Kiyoma, that is cold.
私今すごく最低なこと言ってるな。
Well, at least he does have some self-loathing and regret.
いや、あらゆる手段を講じるのは必要なことだ。
Only if it comes to that, Rintaro. Only if it comes to
だが
that.
それはできればやりたくない。
So the only way for Rintaro Okabe to change this particular world line is to go on a date with the female Ruka Urushibara. I'm not saying this for myself. From my perspective, when the world line changes, everything until that point becomes undone. But what about from Rukako's perspective, or everyone else's for that matter? What if this world line continues after I leave it behind? The Rukako of this world line will have to live with what I did to her. Well, that's actually a interesting speculation, given the fact that that brings up the following question. Before we change the world lines, what happens to our counterpart here in this particular world line? And yeah, come to think of it, we haven't ever encountered, in all the times we've jumped to different world lines, we've never once encountered the Rintaro Okabe of said world lines, which ties in with the theories of Suzuha Mane, aka John Titor, which is much like the time leap, much like what happens with the time leap machine, where memories get sent back into your past self. Somehow when Rintaro leaps into a world line, he ends up taking the place of his counterpart, because obviously there has to be a Rintaro Okabe that already exists in the world line to in order for this world line to exist in the first place. Otherwise it makes no sense and creates a huge time hole, let alone a time paradox. But we've had cases of that before, especially in regards to reading Steiner, where Daru or Mayuri will have completely different memories of what Rintaro was doing up until the world line changed. That possibility exists. Suzuha has said that's not the case, but there's no way to be sure. And since I can't confirm or deny that possibility, I don't want to use Kurisu's last resort. Besides, I have the time leap machine, and as long as I have it, I can repeat the days before Mayuri's death forever. Probably don't want to do that. Again, that is also a last resort. And of course there is still the danger of a time leap failure, in which case all our efforts will have been for absolutely nothing. In any case, the first thing I should do is have an honest talk with the girl in question, that of course being Rukako Urushibara. We're back into the deep end, it seems. So no pressure. I hear the tweeting of small birds outside the window. It's nice and cool early in the morning, even though it's in the middle of summer. Too bad the cicadas are already chirping. I'm not hearing the cicadas, just the birds. The sunlight's not too strong yet. Expect that to change within the next 2 to 3 hours. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. I was up all night thinking about Rukugo and the mess that we have gotten ourselves into. Fortunately, time to man up. And there is a really angry looking Mayuri that just appeared out of nowhere. Mayuri enters the room and looks at me with a disapproving pout. She didn't say toot-doo-doo either. It's rare to see her in such a bad mood. 3 guesses as to why that could be.
早いな。まだ8時だぞ。今日は何かあるのか？
オカリンに怒りに来たんだよ。
We've certainly hit a new low if Hoen Kiyomo is being scolded by his very own hostage, Rintaro. She gives me a glare that's more cute than frightening, and I have to agree with that. She's never been very good at getting angry, but she is in fact very upset with us.
あのね、マユシーはオカリンにがっかりなのです。
Indeed, she's so upset with us that she can't see straight. Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me.
何の話だ？
Again, 3 guesses, Rintaro.
しらばっくれてもダメだもん。オカリンってば、ルカちゃんを泣かせたでしょ。
Yeah, there is no way we're going to weasel out of this. Because that's exactly what happened. Yeah, we forgot that Ruka and Mayuri are classmates.
ルカちゃんに相談されたんだよ。男だったって言われたって。
Yeah, probably should have, again, you tactfully said that she has a male counterpart in another world line and that's where we need to jump to, but it's a bit too late for that. Those two are close friends. I should have known Rukuko would go to Mayuri first, and considering the fact that Ruka is now a girl, their social relationship is even closer.
オカリン、なんでそんなひどいこと言ったの？
Unfortunately, because it's the truth.
マユリには関係ないことだ。これは対機関に関わる重大な機密事項であり。
I don't think she's going to buy the Hoen Kiyomo spiel for this.
関係なくないよ。ルカちゃんはマユシーのお友達だもん。話してくれないならね、マユシーはオカリンと絶交だよ。もうラボメンもやめちゃうんだからね。
She's deathly serious, unfortunately. This is the first time I've ever seen Mayuri so angry. I'm not sure how to deal with this, honestly.
ねえねえ、どうしてあんなひどいこと言ったの？
Time travel, world lines. I did it to save you, but we can't say that, unfortunately. I don't have it in me to tell this innocent girl that she's fated to die in just 2 days. Come to think of it, was it a mistake to tell Rukuko about Mayuri's murder? Well, given the fact that, well, the world line being altered has affected our story, yeah, probably was. I did make sure to tell Rukuko not to breathe a word of it.
何か悩みがあるんだよね。
And there's Mayuri's perception, hard at work. Don't think we're going to follow her for very long. She's sharp, even though she never seems to be thinking anything.
わかるよ。だってね、マユシーは毎日オカリンのことを見てるもん。それにね、昨日も外でクリスちゃんとずーっと話し込んでたでしょ。
Indeed we did. We have no answer
何
to
があ
that.
るならマユシーも聞くよ。
Would that we could, Mayushi. Would that we could.
マユシーにも話してほしいな。ね、それでね、ルカちゃんに謝りに行こう。
I think
仲直りしに行こう。
I think you were in
マユシー
again.
も一緒に行くから。
I should really stop interrupting. I really think that that's only going to confuse Mayushi even further. And just like that, Rintaro's Horin Kyoma limit break has been unleashed.
オカリン、
やれやれだなマユリよ。この俺が悩みだとバカも休み休み言え。この俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティスト法王院京馬だぞ。この俺に悩みなどない。
Except Cern's rounders and Mayuri's death. But otherwise, nothing else. Oh, and the upcoming situation with Rukuko,
あるのは
which makes it 3.
混沌への渇望と野心のみだ。
オカリン。
I can't tell Mayuri. I can't. Even if Mayuri hates me for it. Apparently we have an important email from Rukuko. Please come to the shrine when you can. I'll be waiting. Please. I told her everything yesterday, including Mayuri's death. Perhaps after sleeping on it, she finally decided to believe my story.
よし。
Well, that is a start, I believe. I get up from the sofa.
どこ行くの？マユシーの話はね、まだ終わってないよ。
We're going to set things straight with Rukuko.
これからルカ子のところに行ってくる。
本当？謝りに行くの？だったらマユシーも。
Something tells me that Rukuko might be more than a little upset if you accompany us, Mayushi.
いや、お前について来られるといろいろ面倒になる。
I put my hand on Mayuri's shoulder.
だから留守番を頼む。
Mayuri's shoulders droop, sorry. She looks sad for some reason, but she lets me go. Well, at least you'll hold down the fort. When I reach the shrine, I find Rukuko standing alone in the courtyard. She's dressed in regular clothes instead of a Miko garb. She still hasn't noticed me. She stands still in the silent courtyard. The only movement comes from the trees swaying in the summer breeze. It's like a scene from a movie. Also, Rukuko is wearing the exact same clothes that her male counterpart wore, which is kind of odd. I stop and watch in fascination. Finally, Rukuko turns around, even though she's facing us already. Our eyes meet. This isn't going to be awkward in the slightest. It definitely is. I awkwardly clear my throat and walk towards her. Rukuko bows her head.
来てくれたんですね。ありがとうございます。
We stare at each other in silence. This is awkward indeed. I can't stand the silence, so I try to start the conversation.
マユリに何を話した？
せん。でもこんなことまゆりちゃんにしか相談できなくて。
Well, we can't necessarily blame you for that.
どこまで話したのかという意味だ。
ほとんどは内緒にしました。まゆりちゃんが死んじゃうっていうこととかも。
That's almost certainly for the best. That's a relief.
まだ冗談だと思っているのか。
Probably not if she invited us out here to begin with. Rukugo shakes her head. She believes me. That's good, I think.
大事な話というのはにゃんだしょうかにゃ。
And apparently Rintaro is so nervous around Rukuko that he is speaking in Nyanyanian. I'm trying to be gentle, but for some reason I wind up talking like Ferris. I really don't know how to deal with Rukuko now that she is a girl.
あの
Rukuko takes a deep breath, as if to prepare herself. Her face is turning red for some reason. She opens her mouth to speak, and then closes it again. This continues for several cycles. What's wrong with her? Her tension is getting to me. My heart starts pounding like an alarm bell.
僕は
うん。
And cue yet more awkwardness.
お願いが。
うん。
岡部さんが昨日言ったこと。
Yeah, unfortunately, we can only apologize so many times at bringing you to tears, but unfortunately that was the truth.
信じます。
At least she believes us this time.
そうか。
So she's willing to go back to being a guy, even though I hurt her feelings. For her to believe in me in spite of that makes me pretty happy. But something's strange about Rukuko. She still looks wound up pretty tight. In fact, it's gotten worse. Now she looks on the verge of tears. Something tells me for an entirely different reason, and it has to do what Kurisu was telling us about when Rukuko's feelings for
そ
Rintaro.
れで男に戻る代わりに。
So in exchange for returning the world line to how it was, she wants something in return. I wasn't expecting this.
今日と明日、
So for 2 days,
まゆりちゃんが危ないことになる前までで。
we can stop before Mayuri is in danger. She's taking a while to get to her point. My throat grows dry. I'm so tense and I don't know why.
だからになってください。
ん？よく聞こえなかったんだが、もう一度頼む。
Yeah, she does tend to speak very quietly when she's nervous, especially now. Rukugo's voice was even softer than before. So soft that I couldn't hear her from here. And she's speaking even softlier. No good. I still can't hear her. Softlier isn't a word, by the way. More softly. That's grammatically correct.
はっきりと言ってほしい。俺にできることなら何でもするから。
コーヒー
And Rukuko is still shy, it seems.
恋人になってください。
So just as Kurisu surmised, Ruka wants to go out with Rintaro. That is her condition for in exchange for shifting the world line back to its original iteration. Boyfriend. You have very good spelling there, Rintaro. It takes me a while to process the word. Meanwhile, Rukuko starts squirming and fidgeting. She refuses to look me in the eye. Definitely glad that that Mayuri and Kurisu aren't here right now. And heaven forbid if Daru shows up. That would be the worst case scenario. My heart is pounding. What's going on? What did she say to me? Basically, Ruka Urushibara of this world line wants Rintaro Okabe to be her boyfriend. Indeed. Until tomorrow, when, before Mayuri's death date.
なぜだ
I believe Kurisu explained it to us before. We triggered a romance flag. Without thinking, I asked the worst possible question. Rukuko curls up even smaller.
だからです。
Her voice is as small as the buzzing of a mosquito, but it has all the courage she can muster. I feel my heart tighten at those words. More silence. You can cut the tension with a butter knife, or a kitchen knife. Wait just 1 second. This is too sudden. I mean, maybe it's not sudden exactly. I'd known about Rukuko's feelings since yesterday when Kurisu first told me about the romance flag. But still, I didn't think it would come to this. My mind goes blank. I can't think straight. Rukuko hangs her head, waiting for my answer. She looks so cute and innocent, I feel myself drawn to you. Focus. Focus, Rintaro. Back to reality. No, 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 no. That's just wrong. I'm not attracted to Rukuko.
考えさせてくれ2分いや5分だけ時間をくれ
I turn and flee like a scared rabbit. Looks like Rintaro has some processing to do. I'm so embarrassed, I can't look back. Not even Haru and Kiyoma can save us from this predicament, it seems. 10 minutes later, I get back to the lab. Mayuri's eating a red bean bun. Those are probably actually pretty tasty.
おかり、どうだった？
Well, we apologized, and she's not crying anymore, but
ちゃんとルカちゃんに謝ってきたかな？
we probably, having said that, she's probably in tears right now.
そうだなジューシー唐揚げナンバー1をレンジでチンして D メールはつまり ABC と
Yeah, Rintaro's lost his sanity. We don't need to
すなわ
tell
ち
you
電
what
子レンジは
happened.
バラ十字団の思想を受け継ぐ騎士たちの錬金術が生み出したものでありチンとなる音こそが洗脳装置で実はチンとなる意味など全くなく
The microwave was developed by Knights of the Rosicrucian Order who used alchemy, meaning that the sound of the chime is the brainwashing device, while the chime itself doesn't actually have any meaning at all. Just, plain gibberish.
オカリンが壊れちゃった。
And when Mayuri just said the words that I was about to say. She literally took the words from my brain, let alone my mouth. I think Ocarina's broken. I mutter incoherently as I set up the time leap machine.
何してるの？
Basically time leap as far back as we possibly can.
少しばかり戦略的撤退を図る。
戦略？
Yeah, we're basically running away like a coward in layman's terms. How far do I go? As far as I can. Yeah, that's it. Far, far away from here. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I jump all the way back to August 11th, the limit of the time leap machine's range. Does that mean that we are going to meet up with Suzuha Mane again? It looks like we're doing it. So, like the brave Sir Robin from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, we run like a coward. Back in time we go, by 3 days. So, we have a huge window ahead of us now. Although, unfortunately, as we are well aware, running from our problems never solves anything, especially in the long term. When I'm done, Kurisu is standing before me, fiddling with the phone wave TBA's wiring. Yeah, bit of a problem. She's still working on the upgrading the phone wave TBA to the time leap machine, which means we're gonna have to wait 2 days until until she finishes upgrading the time leap machine.
気が散るからこっち見んな。何度言わせんのよ。
Actually, this is the first time you've said this to us, especially given the fact that we've been time leaping so many times. She's still working on the time leap machine upgrade. I know I shouldn't interrupt her, but there's no one else I can rely on. We're basically going to have to explain our situation all over again.
お前を天才脳科学者と見込んで話がある。
手短に。
柳林神社まで一緒に来てほしい。
理由を言って。デートとか言うつもりなら断る。
Unfortunately, it is a date with a certain girl by the name of Ruka Urushibara.
この俺がデートなどという軟弱なものをするわけがないだろう。ましてやその相手が女子とか冗談もほどほどにしてくれ。
And that was a good cover save. Unfortunately, it's probably going to backfire in this case. She's glaring like she's going to kill me. She'll probably use a rusty scalpel to dissect your brain. Let's leave the jokes aside for now.
つまり男の脳と女の脳の違いについてだ。
わけわからん。
Yeah, we're not getting anywhere fast. I briefly explained my situation and what happened with Rukuko before I time leaped. How many times have I explained this to her now? Countless.
岡部さんと牧瀬さん、今日はお参りですか？
Well, at least we're doing what we should have done the first time around by bringing Kurisu to actually help us in this situation. Also, Rintaro did come to pray for his very soul, in hope that this whole situation works out, which it probably won't.
本実は漆原さんに話があるの。
Well, at least we get a do-over, although it's not going to make it any less awkward, unfortunately. This is the strategy I thought up. Its name is Operation Christina. She would probably punch us in the face or hit us with a book if she heard that. Rukuko reacts differently to me. I already know she'll have a breakdown if I tell her she's the guy. But she's not too familiar with Kurisu, and they're both girls, so it should be easier if Kurisu tells her. That's why I persuaded Kurisu to handle it. Forced? What do you mean forced? So I wait behind Kurisu and watch silently.
なんでしょうか。
Something tells me that Kurisu isn't going to have an easy time explaining to Ruka than we did. Rukoko is shy. He was distant with me back when we first met. And I can see she's made a small wall between herself and Kurisu now too. On the other hand, Kurisu's very calm, truly reliable. The expression on her face belies this fact, however. Kurisu puts on a gentle smile and begins her explanation.
男性と女性で脳の働きって全然違うって知ってた？
I think that the Operation Christina is a complete and total failure.
はい。
男性は右脳が活発、女性は左脳が活発なの。
That's great for neuroscience, but it doesn't help us with our predicament.
ちなみに右脳は画像処理とか空間処理、あとは総合的な判断力なんかに使われる。左脳を使うのは言語、あと計算とかかな。
Yeah, this might be great for your career as a neuroscientist, but it doesn't help us in the slightest.
そうそう、右脳と左脳をつなぐ脳梁っていうのがあるんだけど、女性の場合はこれが発達してたりする。
I think Rukiko is going to be even more confused by this.
ほら、よく言うでしょ。女性は2つ以上のことを同時にできるって。それは脳梁が発達してるからだっていう説もあるわね。
As Big Guy from The Big Guy and Rusty would say, for the love of Mike. What the hell is she talking about? Not what we wanted her to talk about.
これはどっちかっていうととんでも科学に近い俗説であって、それほど信憑性が高いわけでもないんだけど。
We don't care if they're credible or not. We need you to explain a completely different situation to her.
ちょっとだけ試してみてもいいかな。
We better step in before Kurisu does something we're all going to regret.
何をですか？
Now look who's bringing Rukiko to tears. Good job,
あなたの
Christina.
脳が女性としてのパターンを示しているのか、男性としてのパターンを示しているのか、マッピングしてみたいの。
And now you're broaching the subject, although you're doing it in the same haphazard manner as Rintaro is.
マッピングって何ですか？
Rukiko's clearly frightened. I said it moments before, and I'll say it again. For the love of Mike. I think it's time we step in.
あなたの脳波をサンプルとして取らせてもらうだけ。とにかく調べればわかるって。ね？ねえ、痛くしないから。
Unfortunately, Kurisu's own Ho in Kiyoma has taken hold of her sanity.
嫌です。
ほんと大丈夫だから。私が保証するから。ほらほら。
お前はどこの変態親父か。
I lightly chop Kurisu on the head. You didn't explain the situation at all.
何よ。
何よではない。 何のためにここに来たのだ。ルカ子を怯えさせてどうする。
私はただ彼女に貴重な被験者として。
Yeah, that was your mistake.
帰れ、この実験大好きっ子が。
ああ、そう。せっかく協力してあげたのにそういう扱いなわけ。だったら言われた通りに帰る。あとはあんた一人で頑張りなさい。
Oh, to be perfectly fair, it was your fault that you didn't broach the subject in the first place, Kurisu. And Kurisu abandons us. Squared shoulders, muttering darkly to herself. You weren't helpful at all.
岡部さん、牧瀬さんは何の話を。
Looks like we're going to have to repeat history and make Rukuko cry again. For the love of Mike. Do I really have to explain it after all? Yes, indeed. Something tells me our tact is woefully inadequate at this point.
お前は本当は男なんだ。
And we, once again, we walk straight into the lion's mouth. We should actually say in an alternate world line, you are a guy. In this world line, you're a girl. Two different Rukukos. How hard is that to explain once you get the concept? The result is the same, of course. Hooray for convergence. I hear the tweeting of small birds outside the window. Something tells me that an angry Mayuri is going to appear out of nowhere and start telling us what's what. But that will be in the next episode, so when we return, adventurers, we shall see if we can't find a way out of this predicament that we're now back into. We're probably going to dig the hole of our grave even deeper than before we can finally settle all this out. As always, until next we meet, adventurers.